bring in Jenna Ellis, a constitutional attorney. Jenna joins us now. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Lauren. Great to see you.
Jenna, is there any way that the president can appropriate some of the money? We're hearing he's expected to ask for $8 billion through executive action. Is there any way he can get some of it that avoids a legal challenge?
Well, so in the context of legal suits, of course, there's going to be legal challenges because most of these are going to be political, even if they don't ultimately win. And so the opponents of President Trump who don't like the wall, they don't want to have border security, they're going to challenge this even if they don't think that they will ultimately prevail. They're going to try to find activist judges. And so the question isn't whether they can sue, it's whether they'll prevail. And if we look at the Constitution, we look at the National Emergencies Act of 1976, President Trump absolutely has the authority to do this, and I think it should go directly to the Supreme Court. They need to quash any of these lawsuits and say President Trump absolutely has this power.
Based on precedent, what has happened when executive action and declarations of national emergency go to the High Court?
Well, every president since 1976 has declared national emergencies. We are in a continuing state of ongoing national emergencies, and the Supreme Court has never once in its history either overturned or vacated a declaration from a president of a national emergency. So that's the precedent as of today.
Oh, wow. But I'd imagine this takes time. Let's say he finds a way to get his money despite the legal challenges. What's the timeline here to actually build the wall?
Well, in terms of building the wall versus the legal challenges, this depends on how long it'll take to actually move through the process. And we've seen temporary injunctions sometimes happen, which as a widespread issue, a lot of legal scholars, myself included, think that district court judges should not have that authority to bind the nation. So that's why I think this needs to go to the Supreme Court very quickly so that we can move forward with building the wall, with making sure that we have border security and allowing the executive office, regardless of who's in office, currently it's President Trump, to use his executive power.
Yeah, but when you're, for more or less a better way to say it, when you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, it is something that, ironically, President Trump criticized former President Barack Obama in 2014 for doing. He sent out a tweet. This is from November of 2014. President Trump tweeted this: "Republicans must not allow President Obama to subvert the Constitution of the U.S. for his own benefit and because he is unable to negotiate with Congress." So what's different this time around?
Well, the key words there are subvert Congress. And so Congress is actually in 1976 through the National Emergencies Act and also in 2006 has actually funded and granted the ability to build a border wall and have border security. And so while this issue is through congressional legislation, this is something where he's not subverting the Constitution. He's abiding by congressional action.
All right. We'll see. Thank you, Jenna, very much. Have a good weekend. And of
Thanks,
course,
Lauren.
at Fox Business, we're going to carry the president's speech live.